What happens to your body when you eat 2 eggs every day? What do you think? Let's be honest. You've heard the warning your whole life. Eating eggs every day is a one-way ticket to high cholesterol and heart problems. For decades, we were told to be suspicious of that beautiful golden yolk. But what if that was all a big misunderstanding? What if the very food we were taught to fear is actually one of the best things we can add to our diet? We decided to look at what modern science actually says about eating 2 whole eggs every single day. And what we found for your weight, your brain, and yes, even your heart, is probably not what you're expecting. So stick around, because we're about to crack open one of the biggest nutritional myths of our time, the great cholesterol myth. Is it finally debunked? All right, let's get straight to the big one. The single reason eggs got a bad rap for almost 50 years, cholesterol. It's true, 1 large egg has a good amount of dietary cholesterol, which everyone assumed would go straight to clogging our arteries. This idea led to decades of official guidelines telling us to back off the eggs. But here's the twist in the story. For most of us, the cholesterol you eat in food has a surprisingly small effect on the cholesterol levels in your blood. Your liver is actually your body's main cholesterol factory, and it's pretty smart. When you eat more cholesterol from foods like eggs, your body just compensates by producing less of its own. Think of it as a natural, self-regulating system. Diving deeper, the science gets even more interesting. When you eat eggs, some studies show that both bad LDL and good HDL cholesterol can go up. Now, hearing bad LDL is going up might sound scary, but it's the type of LDL that really matters. Eating eggs tends to increase the large, fluffy LDL particles, which are now considered much less harmful than the small, dense ones that are actually linked to plaque in your arteries. At the same time, getting a boost in your good HDL is a huge win for heart health, since its job is to clean out excess cholesterol. So while the numbers might change, the all-important ratio of LDL to HDL often stays the same or even gets better, which is a far more accurate way to look at heart risk. And what about that other compound you may have heard about, TMAO? Some research has linked it to heart disease. But when it comes to eggs, the worry seems overblown. Multiple controlled trials have shown that eating eggs, which are a source of choline, doesn't significantly raise levels of this marker in healthy people. In fact, the form of choline in eggs seems to be processed differently by the body than other sources. So, that old fear that a 2-egg breakfast is a direct deposit of plaque into your arteries is, for most healthy people, simply outdated. The real villains for heart health are now understood to be things like trans fats and excess saturated fats, not the dietary cholesterol in nutrient-packed foods like eggs. A powerful tool for weight management. Now that we've tackled the cholesterol question, let's talk about one of the first things you'll probably notice when you start your day with eggs, how they can help you manage your weight. If you've ever eaten a breakfast of cereal or toast and felt your stomach rumbling an hour later, eggs could be your answer. Eggs are a powerhouse of high-quality protein and healthy fats. This combo is what makes them so incredibly satiating, which is a fancy word for saying they help you feel full and satisfied for a lot longer. 1 large egg delivers around 6 grams of complete protein, which includes all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscle. That high-quality protein is a game changer for keeping hunger at bay. And the science really backs this up. Study after study has shown that an egg breakfast is way better at this than other common breakfasts with the same calorie count. For example, researchers found that people who have eggs for breakfast feel more satisfied and eat way fewer calories at their next meal, and even over the entire day, compared to people who eat a bagel. This can lead to actual, measurable weight loss. One landmark study put 2 groups of overweight people on a calorie-matched diet. One group had a 2-egg breakfast, the other had a bagel. After 8 weeks, the egg eaters had 65% more weight loss and a bigger drop in their waist measurement. This shows that eggs don't just fill you up. They can actively help you reach your weight loss goals by making it easier to eat less overall, without that feeling of being deprived. Before we continue, if you're looking to feel more energized, reduce stress, and support your health naturally, I've created something special for you. It's called the Natural Life Starter Kit, a free guide packed with healing herbs, daily affirmations, and simple detox tools you can start using right away. Whether you're just beginning your wellness journey or want to deepen your routine, this kit is designed to support your body and mind from the inside out. The link to download it is in the description below. Go grab it while you're watching. If you're finding this myth-busting useful and are as surprised by the science as I was, Do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel and tells YouTube you appreciate this kind of science-backed content. Your brain's best friend beyond just your waistline, a daily egg habit feeds one of the most critical organs you have, your brain. And that's mostly thanks to an amazing nutrient called choline. Choline is absolutely essential, but our bodies can't make enough of it, so we have to get it from our food. It's a key building block for your brain cells and is used to make acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that's vital for memory, mood, and muscle control. Even though it's so important, a lot of people just don't get enough of it. This is where eggs really step up. They are one of the best and most concentrated sources of choline you can find. Just 2 eggs can knock out over half of your daily choline requirement. And the research is getting more exciting, especially when it comes to aging. Studies are suggesting that a good intake of choline is linked to better cognitive function as we get older. Some recent data even points to a connection between the choline from eggs and a lower risk of dementia. While there's still more to learn, the evidence is strong that the nutrients in eggs, especially choline, can play a big part in keeping your brain sharp throughout your life. A treasure trove of essential nutrients. While protein and choline get the headlines, an egg is basically a natural multivitamin. For only about 75 calories, you get a shocking amount of essential vitamins and minerals. Let's quickly break down what's inside. 2 eggs give you a good chunk of your daily B vitamins, like B12, B2, and B5, which are all crucial for turning your food into usable energy. They're also an amazing source of selenium, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect your body from damage and supports your immune system and thyroid. But that's not all. Egg yolks are one of the very few natural food sources of vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin, which is so important for healthy bones and a strong immune system. Since so many of us are low in vitamin D, daily eggs can be a huge help. And here's one more. Eggs are loaded with 2 powerful antioxidants that are amazing for your eyes: lutein and zeaxanthin. These compounds build up in your retina and work like internal sunglasses, filtering out harmful blue light and helping to protect against age-related vision problems like cataracts and macular degeneration. Even better, studies show that our bodies can absorb the lutein and zeaxanthin from eggs much more easily than from plant sources. When you put it all together, 2 eggs a day help you cover a huge range of nutritional bases that are vital for everything from your energy levels to your long-term eye and bone health. A surprising ally for heart health? Let's circle back to where we started, the heart. We've talked about the cholesterol myth, but what does the latest science say about eggs and your heart? This is where the story gets nuanced. For years, large studies found no significant link between eating up to 1 egg a day and the risk of heart disease in healthy people. In fact, some research in Asian populations found that moderate egg consumption was associated with a lower risk of cardiovascular disease. However, the science isn't completely unanimous. A widely discussed 2019 study from Northwestern University, which analyzed a large set of data, did find that higher egg and dietary cholesterol consumption was associated with a modestly increased risk of cardiovascular disease and death. This has kept the debate alive. For people who ate about 2 eggs per day, the study found a 27% higher risk of heart disease. So what should we make of this? The key takeaway from most researchers is that context is everything. The health impact of eggs has a lot to do with what you eat with them. Pairing eggs with processed bacon, sausage, and white toast with butter is a completely different meal than pairing them with avocado, spinach, and a side of fruit. When you fit them into an overall healthy and balanced diet, eggs can absolutely be part of a heart-healthy lifestyle for most people. Important considerations: of course, no health advice fits everyone. While 2 eggs a day seems to be perfectly safe and even beneficial for most healthy people, there are definitely some exceptions. A small part of the population are known as hyper-responders, and their blood cholesterol is more sensitive to cholesterol in food. Most importantly, people with certain pre-existing conditions, especially type 2 diabetes or established heart disease, should be more cautious. The research in these specific groups is more mixed. While some studies show no harm, others suggest that higher egg consumption could increase risk. Because the evidence is not clear-cut, the Heart Foundation recommends that people with type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, or existing heart disease limit their intake to 7 or fewer eggs per week. The best advice is always personal. If you have any of these conditions, it's a good idea to talk with your doctor or a registered dietitian to figure out what's right for you. So what happens to your body when you eat 2 eggs a day? For the average healthy person, you're getting a top-tier source of protein that helps with weight management. You're fueling your brain with choline to support memory and focus. You're loading up on a whole suite of vitamins and minerals that are crucial for your eyes, bones, and immune system. And you're likely doing all of this without harming your heart, especially when those eggs are part of an overall healthy diet. The egg, which was unfairly demonized for so long, has largely been vindicated by modern science. It's a simple, affordable, and incredibly versatile food that offers a ton of health benefits. Far from being a dietary villain, the humble egg has reclaimed its spot as a true nutritional powerhouse. So what happens when you eat 2 eggs every day? For most people, you get more nutrients, feel fuller longer, support your brain health, and surprisingly, you don't raise your heart risk. Pretty incredible for such a simple food. If you want to take the next step in your natural health journey, don't forget to download your free Natural Life Starter Kit. You'll get herbal tools, wellness rituals, and affirmations to help you nourish your body and mind naturally. And if you're curious how your sleep affects your hormones and weight, don't miss this eye-opening video right here. Watch next. Unbelievable ways sleep affects your hormones. It reveals shocking sleep hormone connections that most people overlook. Click now to discover the link between better sleep and a better body. Thanks for watching. If you want to keep learning about how food really affects your body, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss our next video. And check out this other video on your screen right now for more science-backed health info. We'll see you in the next one.